my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. So in this video, we're going to give you the steps on how to become an agency owner. I am super excited to do this video. So grab you a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you drink, because this may be a little long one, but it's definitely going to be very detailed, and I'm going to give you all of the information needed to start your own agency. Quick reminder, please like this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So let's get started. So this video will not go over the steps on how to become an independent agent. I already have that video. I have it broken down into two different videos. I have a video on how to become an independent Medicare agent, and I also have a video on how to become a health agent as well, and I will link that in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and watch that video. The first thing you want to do is decide on your agency name. My agency name is called Life and Med, and afterwards I went back and added a name to the business, doing business as Medicare Resource Center Life and Med. So for the most part, you will hear me say Life and Med, and you will also hear me say Medicare Resource Center as well, because I can legally use both names. So the first thing you want to do is come up with a name that someone else is not using. You could go ahead and go to GoDaddy to make sure that your name is not already taken. And if it's not already taken, you are good to go. And if it is already taken and you really like that name, you can add something to it like I did. Medicare Resource Center was already taken, so I just added Life and Med at the end of Medicare Resource Center. You see how I did that? So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and come up with a name that no one else is using. That is the first step. Now, once you have your new agency name, you're going to go ahead and go to your Secretary of State and apply for your LLC. So I am in Florida, so I went to sunbiz.org to apply for my LLC. Now, the first thing I did, I went ahead and watched a video on YouTube on how to apply for my LLC, because there are some things that you may want to do to make sure that you apply for your LLC correctly. You also may want to appoint a registered agent as well. So what is a registered agent? So a registered agent is a company that will get your business mail and legal matters. So that way, if something was to happen, someone wanted to sue you or something, it doesn't go to your direct address or your direct office. It goes to that registered agent, and they forward you that mail, that message, or whatever the case may be. Now, you can be your own registered agent if you wanted to be your own registered agent. Just know that when you are your own registered agent, then your address will be public, okay? So just know that. So say you don't have an office and you're working out of your home, right? So if you are your own registered agent, then your home address will be public information. I feel like your home address is public information anyways. So you can decide on if you want to be your own registered agent or if you want an agency to be your own registered agent. I'm sure different states have different laws when it comes to who can be your registered agent. So you definitely want to do a little research on that. So that is step number 2. Go ahead and apply for your LLC at your Secretary of State website. Florida is sunbiz.org, and appoint your registered agent. Okay, so you have your agency name, you have your LLC, and you went ahead and appointed your registered agent. So now all you have to do is go ahead and apply for your EIN. Your EIN is basically a social security number for your business, okay? And how do you do this? You go to the IRS website and you answer a few questions and you get your EIN number right then and there. Easy peasy. Please do not pay someone to get your EIN. It is just that simple, okay? So go ahead and get your EIN. That would be the next step. Okay, so now that we have our EIN taken care of, we have our business name, let's go ahead and purchase a domain name. You could do this at GoDaddy.com, okay? So you go to GoDaddy and go ahead and purchase your name. Like for example, it could be lifeandmed.com, and go ahead and get you an email as well. Now my email is Gmail at the end, not the most professional, but it works for me. So my business name is Life and Med. My website is lifeandmed.com. My email is helpmeagentpatricia@gmail.com. But it can be helpmeagentpatricia@lifeandmed.com. You feel me? So go ahead and purchase your domain name, get you a professional website, and a professional email as well. So the next thing you want to do is go ahead and open yourself a business, a checking, and savings account. I think you should do this even if you're just independent and you don't have an agency. I think having a checking business account is very important, okay? Very important for sure, okay? So, and I definitely recommend that you try a credit union versus a traditional bank, only because the fees and such would be so much lower. But you know, do your comparison. Every state, every bank is different, obviously. But my business and checking account is a credit union. So that's the next thing you definitely want to do, is go ahead and open yourself a business checking and savings account in your agency name. Alrighty guys, so now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to NIPR.com and you want to go ahead and apply for your business entity license, alright? So when you go on there, it's going to be one column that says individual and one column that's going to say entity. So you want to go to the entity column and go ahead and put in your information and apply for a license for your agency. For an example, I have an independent license in Florida, so I went to the website and I applied for a Florida license for my agency. Now, once your license is approved, then you could go ahead and apply for other states as well as a non-resident license for your agency, okay? So if you want to sell in another state, such as Texas, right? So if I want a license in Texas, guess what? I need to get my individual license in Texas so that way I can sell in Texas. And my agency also need a Texas non-resident license as well. So this is a little costly. So what you want to do is really think about the states where you actually going to sell in. You don't want to just be applying for states, because every state have their own rules and requirements and fees as well. So for me, what I do, I look at everything case by case. If I want to go ahead and get that state license, does that state license make sense for me to get, right? Since I do have a YouTube channel for my business, Life and Med is the YouTube channel name if you want to check it out. So if someone calls me from another state and I feel like, okay, this is going to go well, this is going to turn into a sale, I will go ahead and research that state and NIPR, see how much it costs to get that state, and decide, does this make sense to go ahead and get that state? Or should I go ahead and refer that person to a agent friend in that state? So that's basically how I do it, how I decide if I want to pick up a new state or not. So definitely weigh in your options when you are getting states, because most of these states you have to renew them every 2 years or so often and pay fees every 2 years or so often, okay? So definitely decide what you want to do about that, but you definitely want to go ahead and at least go ahead and register your home state for your agency, okay? So that is the next step. Go to NIPR.com and get your agency its license. So once you get your state license for your agency, every state is different. In the state of Florida, you have to display your license number. So for me, my license number is on my door, okay? So your license number may need to be displayed if you have an office. I have an office and my license number is displayed. Like I said, it is written on my glass door. Everyone can see it. It's there, nice and big. The license number is right there, okay? So definitely know your state requirements. If you have to display your certificate or the license number, please do so. And if you don't, it won't hurt to go ahead and display it, okay? So that's the next thing you want to go ahead and do is display your certificate if you do have an office, or at least display the license number. Alright guys, so now that you have completed all of these steps, now you can decide if you want to go ahead and change your LLC to an S corporation. Now, I am not a tax attorney. I am not a CPA, okay? So I cannot tell you which one is more beneficial. I can tell you right now, I'm still an LLC. My agency is an LLC, and I may decide to go ahead and convert it to a S corporation, okay? LLC to an S corporation, and I'm supposed to help with taxes and all of that. Like I said, I am not a tax attorney or a CPA. That is something that you want to go ahead and decide if this is something you want to do. All right, guys, so I almost forgot this step, but I did not forget. So you also have to do something called an article of organization. So what is that? Articles of organizations are a part of your formal legal document used to establish your LLC at the state level. The materials are used to create the rights, powers, duties, liabilities, and other obligations between each member of an LLC and also between the LLC and its members. So basically, it's an operating agreement, okay? So basically, it's going to be a form that you fill out. You could fill this out with your Secretary of State as well. And it's basically outlining what you're going to do for your business, such as when are you going to have meetings and what are the duties, okay? So you do have to do this form as well, okay? All right, guys, so the last step and the most painful step, if you do not understand this step, this can cause you so much heartache, and that's why I'm saying it like I'm saying it. So you do have to go ahead and recontract with every contract that you have, okay? This was something that was not clear to me, and it caused me a lot of unnecessary heartache. You have to contract with every single insurance carrier that you have. So what you want to do is go ahead and request your FMO, your upline, whatever the situation you're in. Tell them to send you a new contract for every carrier that you have. Every carrier is going to have different requirements. So all you have to do is literally organize yourself, get your notebook, write down every single carrier that you have, and recontract. So you're going to recontract as your agency now. You're going to give them your new account number, your business account number. You're going to give them your new national producer number from NIPR.com. They may also ask for your agency license number. So these are all the things that they're going to ask for you to go ahead and recontract. So that way, when you get paid from these companies, that money will now start going to your business account. All right, so I want to make sure I make this crispy clear All right, so there are two major things you have to do here. You have to recontract with each insurance carrier under your agency, okay? And then you also have to resubmit all of your direct deposits to each insurance carrier and give them your new business checking account information. Now you are LOA to your agency. You are assigning all of your checks to your agency. So now when you hire someone to work in your agency, they are also LOA to your agency. So whenever someone write any piece of business under the agency get paid. Then you pay the individual, okay? This is very important. This is the most important thing. You have to recontract with every single contract that you have, so that way you will now get paid through your agency and not through you, okay? You want everything to go to your agency now, to your LLC, so that way you are protected, okay? So if someone tried to sue you, they would sue the business, not you, not your personal assets, not your home, not your car, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to go ahead and do that step if you do nothing at all, okay? You have to do this step. You have to recontract. It's painful, I know, I had to go through it. You have to recontract with every single carrier and make sure that Life and Med is now the agency and Patricia is the agent writing, you know, for that agency, okay? So I'm the writing producer for my agency, but my agency is getting all the money, or the moolah, you know what I'm saying, that I produce, right? So that's the whole purpose of having an agency. Yeah, so when you're building a business and it's just not going directly to your personal account. So when you do your taxes, you're doing it under your agency, okay? So remember, you have to recontract with every single carrier, and it's very important. Just get it done, do it, and be done with it. Take 2-3 weeks out of your time and just get that part done, okay? Last thing that I want to say in this video, it probably should have been the first thing, but it's the last thing I'm going to say. This is for all the people that waited to the end of the video, that watched the whole video. So what is the requirement to become an agency, okay? Basically, you can get a GA contract, general agent contract, or general agency contract, right? A GA contract. A lot of people would tell you things that are simply not true. It only takes one person to get a GA contract, okay? So you have your agency, and you as the writing agent right under your agency. That's all it requires. I'm gonna say it one more time. It takes your agency and you as the writing agent, okay? Some people are going to tell you that you have to have 5 agents under you to get a GA contract. It's not true. It's totally a lie. Now, if you want to go directly under the insurance company and want to have a GA contract, then they may say, okay, these are the requirements to go directly under us as a GA. Now, you can go directly under an insurance company as a street level agent, right? But as a GA under an FMO, there's no requirements, guys. You can take this video as the truth, or you can take this video as she don't know what she's talking about. But I'm telling you, the requirement is your agency and you as the writing agent. That's all it takes to become an agency. That is it, okay? That is it. You yourself and I can have a GA contract. You can take this video as the truth, or you can take it as someone that don't know what she's talking about. I have a GA contract. I know what I'm talking about. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, you learned something a little different today, like the video. And if you've been watching my channel for a while and you're not subscribed, subscribe, I don't know what you're doing. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Peace and love. I love you from the moon and back. I'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now. Bye, guys.